I think I found my very first Hatsune Miku figure that I would actually buy.
Which one?
It was like the rock, like the metal girl one.
Yeah. There's one for everybody, man.
Yeah, but it's like I just feel weird owning it. Like this is just my own kind of hangups. Like weird owning a Hatsune Miku figure without like actually liking her as a character.
You don't like her?
Like I don't know really anything about her other than like that was a hologram when she first came out and did all the music and like
She was a mascot, right?
Yeah.
For the Vocaloid technology.
Yeah.
That program.
yeah.
But like, what's not to like? She's like a cute, bubbly anime girl who sings. She's like a.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like it's just because it feels like I don't know her as a character.
Yeah.
Right? Like there's the mascot, which is Hatsune Miku of the Vocaloid, but then who is Hatsune Miku? Like, what is her character? Like, what does she like? What does she don't like?
Like you need an anime of her.
Like, yeah, if I had an anime of her, or, right? Like, it's like kind of Supersonico, right? Like, she was a mascot too.
Yes, literally, she's like, copy paste of Hatsune Miku.
Yeah.
You don't like Supersonico for the same reason.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, right? Like I want to like her. I like the way she looks, but I just feel weird owning something, my own hangups, where it's like I haven't formed an attachment to it.
Fair enough.
Mm-hmm. But yeah.
I think most people just think she's hot.
That's also
or cute.
The biggest reason.
Or whatever, or
Big titties.
Or they like her style or whatever.
Yeah. The titties.
She doesn't even usually have big titties.
She's got massive titties, man.
Hatsune Miku?
Oh, sorry. I thought you were talking about Supersonico.
Oh, no. Supersonico does. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, man. All right. Are you ready?
I fucking think so, dude.
All right.
I think I am.
You got the snippy snappy?
No. But I will in just 1 second. Because I'm not ready. I'm joking.
Wow. You motherfucker. Did you just fart?
Nope. I would brag about it if I did.
You're not Jordy.
No, I'm not. I never, ever...
Welcome back to Anime Shmanime. Hi guys.
What's up?
If you are a viewer, you can obviously see
chaos.
I am currently in the midst of moving the studio.
Yeah.
I think we had mentioned that before.
I think so.
Yeah, so we are going to be in a different studio, which is not going to look nearly as good as this one for about a year.
That's okay.
Yeah.
It'll still look great.
It'll look fine.
I think it'll look fantastic. I think Mikey's underselling it, and he's underselling our ability to make it look dope.
I don't think you know where we're actually going to be for the year until the other one's built.
I think it's going to be dope.
Okay, fine. It's just going to be at different locations. So we're going to be underwater at one point.
Ooh, I like it.
Yeah.
Submarine cast.
Yeah.
I like it.
There we go. And also, if you guys haven't noticed yet, or hearing, or heard, or listening, that's the word I wanted to use. Jordy's not here again.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. You can't hear his annoying voice singing some dumb song or...
making accents.
Or farting.
Yeah.
Just kidding. We love all of those things about Jordy, just like you guys do, and we miss him. But yeah, he's not here again, and we're going to pick up the slack like we always do.
Exactly.
And probably piss some people off because they take us way too seriously.
For real. Everything that comes out of my mouth is horse shit.
No, it's gospel.
It's and
they
gospel.
better take it as such.
No. So it's gospel to Jordy.
Right.
Jordy is the only one that has to follow.
I agree.
Yeah.
I agree. But we got, I think, another fun one today. Fun in our opinion.
Yeah, because we like doing these tier lists, right, gang?
We have fun with them. It's fun just to talk about these things that we might not normally get a chance to talk about.
Yeah.
Because God, our list of stuff to get to is just so long, and
I know, and it keeps growing, and like people want to see other stuff too.
If we were to wait till we were doing a full episode on these things to talk about them, we wouldn't be talking about some of these things for years.
Yeah.
Years.
Oh my God. Yeah.
So it's really cool to just to be able to like, you know, shoot the shit on them and
just throw them in. And especially for you guys who were, you know, born in the 90s and grew up with the 2000s as a kid.
Exactly. I was born in 91, just to age myself to everybody out there. So we're covering 2000.
You're fucking old, man.
I know. We're covering 2000 to 2010.
Yes.
Or would it be 2009?
I guess 2009. I don't think we have anything on this list.
Whatever. We'll count
88,
it.
Guys. It's from 88.
Akira.
Akira.
Came out in 1988. Also, Naruto's all filler. It's shit. And that's why we put it at number 1.
It's not. But there's a lot of filler.
Yeah, that's all. That's the only thing we feel about it, though.
Yeah,
is that it's just filler and it was popular, and that's the only reason we like it. Wink, wink, sarcasm. But today we are going over 2000 to 2010 movies.
Yes, anime movies.
So, like I said, I was born in 91, so I was 10. I was born in 1991, so I would have been 9 years old to 19 years old. That's what we're talking about here for me.
Yeah.
And 9 to 19.
That's a very
formative time in your life. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
You are the hungriest for anything and everything you can get your hands on.
You are the most socially awkward.
Oh, for sure. You are probably the most sucked into your hobbies that you might ever be until maybe you're after your 30s. Then you get way back into things again.
Yeah, because you think you have adult money, but you really don't because the economy is such shit right now.
Yeah. You also stop caring what people think about what you're doing with your time and money, and you just do what you want to do.
Exactly.
Which is also huge. But yeah, that was a really cool time in my life, and I remember a lot of these fondly from that time. Some less fondly than others. I'll speak to what I can, guys. But it's a cool decade for movies.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
There's some massive ones here.
Yeah. Oh yeah. There's been a ton of shit that happened. And like, I mean, the 90s already propelled a lot of anime into North America. This decade is what kind of solidified it in North America, I think.
Yeah. It became a household name, I think, in this decade, right? Where like my parents found out what anime was like post 2000.
Oh yeah. Easy,
you know what I mean?
For sure.
Like that was when they started realizing what it was.
Yeah.
You know, one of their first exposures, I think one of a lot of, Westerners exposures is actually going to be our number 10.
Yes.
On our list.
Actually, funnily enough, yeah.
On the screen.
Because I was going to say, my parents kind of knew everything from the beginning because we're Asian.
Yep.
Yep. I'm just kidding.
You're allowed to say that.
I'm allowed to say that. Jay is not.
I'm allowed to laugh at it though because we're best friends.
But I probably say it's only if it's racist and funny, you're fine. If it's not funny,
it's only racist if it's not funny.
Yeah.
Not my words, guys. Not my words.
So remember, guys, we're doing a top 10 of all anime. Our picks. There's definitely a ton of films that did come across our mind that we thought we were going to put on here, but obviously we didn't. Obviously, we're going to also do some honorable mentions.
Sure.
But I really wanted to put this one on because it is such a good album, and I can actually say that because this anime was one of the first animes ever to just be a concept for like a music video. So this is Interstellar 5555 by Daft Punk.
Yes, the story of the secret star system.
Yes.
Or if you read it out loud, the five Tori of the five Ekrit, five Tar, five Istum.
Yes.
Because they wrote all the S's as fives.
Yeah.
Hence the 5555. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. It's so 2003.
Oh yeah, 100%. Like animation wise, I mean, okay. First of all, this album, Daft Punk, Discovery, like it's amazing.
Yeah,
like absolutely amazing.
It's one of the all-time best. Just sonic experiences that you can give yourself. Like for anybody out there who, I don't know, for some reason or another has avoided Daft Punk because you think they're lame or boring or uncool or whatever the fuck you want to, you know, dude, sit down, put on Discovery.
Yeah. Dude, put on One More Time. Come on. Harder, better, faster, stronger.
Digital Love, like Something About Us. There's Face to Face. It's just one banger after another.
Yeah. Best song off this album? Voyager. Come at me.
Yeah.
The best song off this album is Voyager. It is so fucking funky. It is so fucking cool. I mean, again, if you guys are just joining us for the first time, we're bass players, so this is why we picked this one. Well, I knew this is why I did.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's not. I didn't actually pick this one, but I had no issues with throwing it into the mix.
Yeah, I mean, for an anime that, A, looked really awesome, and B, like just conceptually really cool to be tied in with a really famous DJ producer group.
Yeah.
Right. Like I mean, who here hasn't heard of Daft Punk? I'd be very surprised if you haven't heard of Daft Punk.
Yeah.
Right? Like they've done so much stuff.
And then, I mean, not even just talking musically, but just like talking artistically here. Like this was like just so cool for like the Western world, you know, to be exposed to anime in this way. And, you know, the album obviously was such a massive hit, and so were the music videos. And the music videos really mostly consisted of clips from this, which was so cool. And it was, you know, kind of like a love letter, you know, from the guys the people in Daft Punk. You know, they had a childhood hero, Leiji Matsumoto, who people out there might know as a real famous manga artist, creator of several anime and manga. If you guys have ever heard of a little ditty called Space Battleship Yamato, which is a massive, massive show from the 70s. You know, there's things like Starzinger, you know, Arcadia of My Youth, Saint Elmo, you know, Great Yamato, Maytel Legend, Cosmo Warrior Zero. There's a lot of these really awesome like sci-fi anime and mangas that were created, and that was what they wanted to go for stylistically. And, you know, of course, the coolest thing ever is that they actually got Leiji Matsumoto to supervise the production on this.
Sweet.
Which is why it's like so authentic
and so clean
and so true to like the 80s and 90s aesthetic of those like space western, you know, weird outfit, laser gun shooting in space on crazy
space cowboy kind of thing, right?
Right? Yeah, there's like a very like specific genre of anime from the 80s and 90s. This paid tribute to that, but was still super early 2000s with the Daft Punk music and like the modern, you know, millennium styling on it. It was just such a wild mashup of influences and cool things, and I fucking love it, man.
Yeah,
I absolutely love it.
Same.
If you haven't seen it, definitely check it out.
There's no dialogue.
I was about to say,
there's no dialogue.
There's no words.
You're listening to an entire album,
yeah,
and you're watching, you know, the transitions and like this story unfold of these musicians, right?
It's more or less the story of the album that the album's telling as well, like the lyrics.
Oh yeah.
If you follow like through it with like the lyrics, like, you know, you're essentially watching the album unfold, but it's just these blue-skinned alien people.
Yeah, they do start off. I can't remember. It's been a while since I've watched it, but they do start off looking like humans, and then they go into space, and like it's like, I don't know. It's just really cool to watch. I think it really needed to be on this list, mainly just because this is the first time, like I said before, you know, a really big band or producers had their name on an anime that they made specifically conceptually, and it was, you know, aired in North America specifically. And well, I mean, I guess around the world, but like having seen anime in like a music video, you know, was kind of really unheard of. And they split it up too, right? So each song was its own little music video. So sometimes, I don't know about you, but I remember watching this album come out on Much Music.
Yeah.
So for you Canadians, on Much Music, and then I would watch one song, and I'd be like, "Oh, this is cool." Then I would watch the other song. It's like, "Oh, there's a story here.
Yeah.
This is all." And then obviously they put it out as a movie, right?
I remember being frustrated as a kid that I couldn't see it all.
Yeah.
that it would be over, and I'd be like, why did that look so cool?
Yeah.
But
yeah, go watch this one for all you music nerds and Daft Punk fans.
Very, very unique, very one of a kind kind of experience, and I think it transcends anime as a genre. Honestly,
yeah,
totally.
Oh yeah,
good pick.
Thank you. This is what happens when Jordy's not around. You guys get like actually educated and given like serious fucking like
the
knowledge.
Chirps. The chirps. Jordy's not even here to defend himself.
Jordy's like nonsensical bullshit.
Oh wow.
I love you, Jordy. Go fuck yourself.
Yeah, see, there you go.
Oh, number 9.
Number 9. We got our first Miyazaki Studio Ghibli film of the list in Ponyo.
Yes, Ponyo. Obviously, you guys are going to know this is going to probably be very Ghibli heavy.
There's some Ghibli on the list.
Just a few.
There's some Ghibli on the list. We will say that. Honestly, though, how could there not be?
Yeah.
We don't care if you're tired of it. We don't care if it's been played out or if you're oversaturated by Ghibli and everything Ghibli. I think there's like a Levi's collab right now with Princess Mononoke. It's fucking fire, dude. It looks incredible.
Best movie. Ghibli movie,
you know?
hands down.
So like, we know there's a lot, but it's undeniable. Honestly, all you got to do is just sit down and watch a single one of these films, and this one works almost as well as any of the other ones. It's a little on the children's side.
Yeah, this one's more like,
it feels more like that.
Yeah, it's kind of the Little Mermaid story.
Yeah.
Right. And Ponyo, like there are some crazy weird visuals.
Oh yeah.
That happen for sure.
It's gorgeous.
It is, but you know what I do find about this one is that it's not as clean as some of the other movies. Like, right? Like compared this one to like, Spirited Away or like Howl's Moving Castle. Like this just seems a bit softer in a lot of its animation.
Yeah,
right.
It's looser.
It's much looser,
more playful.
Yeah, right. It feels
it's
a
more
little
like
bit,
Totoro.
Yeah, more like Totoro, but also just artistically, like almost like it was made. I guess it is because it's more so geared towards kids, right? It had like more of that crayon pastel-y feel in some of the ways that like
the color palette,
yeah, and even the details. Like they don't go super hard on the details of like they're not like doing all the little crevices on like a starfish or something. You know what I mean? Or all the scales where in like another movie they would do that.
Yeah, no, it's more style over detail.
Yeah,
in this one. Which some Ghibli movies give you both. Mm-hmm. But this one is definitely more stylistic. It's more vibey. Mm-hmm. I find, and I like the vibe generally of Ponyo. Mm-hmm. It's a very pleasant watch.
It's very cute.
But it's
also
adorable.
Also a bit fucking nightmare fuel-y.
Yeah. Like all Ghibli, man. Ghibli has moments that like are fucking weird, dude.
Yeah, like when she's like that half fucking.
Anytime she's transforming, it's not okay, dude. I don't like her when she's
got like the chicken legs.
Yeah,
and shit.
no, she's got to pick. Dude. She's got to pick. You're a little girl or you're a fish.
Yeah,
I don't like these in betweens. No, not into it.
Yeah. But yeah, super cute movie. This is a great one to watch with the kids.
Totally. And it hits in all the ways you want Ghibli to hit. It's heartwarming. It's familiar in the ways that you want it to be.
Yeah.
Like you said, Little Mermaid-ish, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
in a
light
lot of ways.
and fluffy. If you're looking for a light and fluffy Ghibli movie.
There's some really great shots of food, which everybody loves in Ghibli, obviously, is gratuitous shots of anime food, and there is some right on the screen right now. Yeah.
One of the scenes where she's running with the water.
Yeah.
That was awesome. That's a great scene.
Yeah. There's some good like action sequences in this. It's not just like, kid crap. You'll enjoy it. I'm just saying, like, if you go in expecting like the level of intensity you get out of Princess Mononoke,
no, not even close. Not even close.
But still a classic, and I think very, very deserving of a top 10 spot.
Yes.
Regardless of our personal exact feelings on it.
Yeah, for sure. All right, let's go number 8. What are we doing for number 8?
What are we doing for
I can't remember.
8?
Oh yeah, dude.
Sword of the Stranger
was such a good pick, and it really had to be on here because if you watch our Sword of the Stranger episode,
It's a good episode.
Yeah, it is a good episode because
we go hard.
Yeah. Anytime we go over an hour and 10 minutes, that means we went hard.
Yeah.
But this is the first kind of like action ninja, like Ronin kind of movie since Ninja Scroll that really blew me away.
It's also the first one we all kind of agreed on in that genre since Ninja Scroll.
That's true.
That we've watched together where we were all like, yeah, dude.
Yeah, like on the same page.
Yeah,
it's usually,
this is a good one.
Yeah, it's usually me fucking yelling at Jordy, telling him he needs to make better choices.
Or like Jordy and I like not being big like shampoo guys, you know what I mean? Like,
oh yeah, that's true
like,
too.
That's another kicker, right? But I'm just saying like, all you and I, we like Demon Slayer more than Jordy does.
Yes.
Jordy likes it. He's cool. He's down. But like, we like it way more.
Oh yeah.
But like, this is one we all really agreed on, man. It is such a fucking cool, heartwarming, touching story.
Yeah. It is a very, very solid watch from beginning to end. Pace, there's maybe a little bit of pacing issues here and there, but not even that's noticeable at all.
I wouldn't call it a problem.
Yeah, I wouldn't call it a problem. But like, it was just, it's got that kind of lone wolf and cub feel where you got classic samurai and you got a kid that you got to protect, or or like that Ronin that is kind of standoffish and indifferent, but then kind of grows a bit of some feelings.
Yeah, man.
And then he's like, I'm reformed. No more violence, kind of that Kenshin thing.
It's touching, man. Like he softens up because of this kid and this dog.
Yeah.
And it's just a really great story. That there's some really great villains who have actual good backstory and are actually interesting, and how actually kind of strike some fear into you when they come on screen or when they enter the fray. You're like, oh fuck,
yeah,
and they do a really good job at building up these characters to be dangerous or
action. Fucking bang on.
Yeah, Bones.
Yeah.
Bones did this one, and oh my fucking god, did they ever knock it out of the park.
Bones.
Yeah.
Fucking love you, Bones.
Yeah, we do love Bones.
we do love Bones a lot, actually.
Fucking Full Metal Alchemist, Eureka 7, Soul Eater.
Yeah. Really great stuff.
Yeah.
But yeah, definitely go watch this one because this also has a cool cast. Like I find that when you have a timepiece like this, a lot of the time too, it's not very often you integrate a lot of foreign characters.
Yeah.
Right. So it's usually like mostly Japanese, but like having some foreign characters be really more predominant in that way, having that juxtaposition was really cool.
Yeah. It added some like political, global intrigue into things, and if you're into like samurai drama and stuff like that, you obviously know Japan fought China for a really long time. This has tons of that kind of stuff weaved into it. It's very fucking cool. Very, very cool.
Very cool.
Highly, highly recommend, guys. If you haven't seen this, go watch it. I'd be surprised if you hated this one. I really would.
Yeah, if you do, don't tell me. Just lie to me.
He'll yell at you.
Just lie to me.
Ask Jordy. All right, bro.
Yeah. So what
Here we go.
This is number 7?
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
So Tokyo Godfathers.
We're giving Satoshi Kon a fucking bone.
Yeah.
Much to my chagrin. Just kidding. I love this movie.
Not as much as Jordy and I did, though.
No. But
it's a fucking Christmas miracle.
It is. It's a fucking Christmas miracle.
Deep cut.
No, but you know what? I actually have watched it one more time since we did the episode.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And like the longer like it sits with me and marinates with me, the more I just looking at this picture we have up on the screen right now. You know what I mean? Like it sparks some joy, man.
Yeah.
It sparks some joy. And like I still think it's dumb and I still think that like Satoshi Kon's overrated, but like
no, fuck you. You did not say that.
I did. I'll double down on it, dude.
There's no way.
He's very overrated, actually.
No, you're a piece of shit. There's no fucking way you just said Satoshi as far as all the fucking directors.
This is his best, I think. I think this is his best.
No, you like Perfect Blue.
Oh no, wait. Did I just? Oh, fuck! I'm sorry, guys. I got names mixed up. It happens. It happens.
You're thinking of Momoshi, or I think I said that right. I can't remember now.
What was his name? He did fucking
Summer Wars and fucking
Hosoda.
Hosoda, yes.
Hosoda.
You hate Hosoda. Yes,
Yeah.
that I knew.
Okay.
That I knew.
So we're back.
We're back. Okay.
Senpai's back, guys. He took a vacation there for a couple seconds. No. Yeah, why did I thought this was a fucking Hosoda movie for a second?
That's an insult to Satoshi Kon.
I agree.
That was an insult.
It was.
Yes.
I fully agree.
Satoshi.
I retract my
Sumimasen.
my previous statement. Of course I love Satoshi Kon now that I remember who the fuck he is. Man, there's just so much in this brain.
Yeah, you just don't know.
You guys just don't know what it's like to be this fucking full of knowledge all the time.
Yeah.
It's hard to sort through it and be this smart. I fully expect to get roasted alive for that mistake.
Yeah.
But actually, this movie's very heartwarming.
Yeah, it's the perfect Christmas movie, I think.
I wouldn't go that far.
As far as anime goes?
Oh, yeah.
Like what other...
if you're gonna watch like a Christmas movie and not like Endless Waltz is a Christmas movie.
Well, yeah, Endless Waltz, it's a Christmas movie. That's Endless Waltz. It's like our Die Hard of.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
it's bullshit, dude. Everybody knows it's fucking bullshit.
But it's like, it's like a legitimate Christmas movie.
It is, and it's unique, man. It's really its own thing. Like there really isn't quite a story that is exactly like this one.
And also the characters are super lovable. It's like a ragtag group of people that are down under their luck, coming into their own, dealing with trauma, dealing with all these other like personal issues, and
it's really a full spectrum.
Yeah, it's a full spectrum, and they're all saved by this miracle baby that they're trying to find. The baby's mother, right?
Yeah, as they stumble through the city trying to save this baby, the baby somehow also saves them.
Yeah, it's a fucking Christmas miracle.
Christmas miracle, dude. It's a beautiful, heartwarming, touching thing. I've actually like contemplated trying to get like my parents to watch this one. Or like my mom. My mom's a huge Christmas nut. And I'm just like trying to figure out like, would she enjoy this if I put the dub on for her or not? It's hard to say.
Yeah. I don't know what the dub sounds like, so it's
she wouldn't care. Like it's more about the fact that she wouldn't have to read subtitles because that's a deal breaker for her.
Yeah, that's fair.
But like my mom's just like an old lady who loves Christmas. So I'm like, maybe she would like this.
Try it, man. I say for any of you guys listening or watching, definitely watch this if you haven't for Christmas.
And if your parents have seen this, tell me what they thought, please, because I want to know what old people think of this movie. Right?
Yeah,
I'm kind of curious.
That's actually true. That's true. Yeah, that's true. But I also
old people love Christmas movies, man. They love Christmas shit.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Old people really do.
Yeah,
we're gonna be those people, man.
I know. Yeah.
All right, what's next?
It's a good pick.
That is a good pick.
Sorry, I fucked up, Satoshi Kon. I love you.
Oh, okay. So we kind of broke the rule just a little
Mikey
bit.
Mikey made up a rule for us to follow that nobody else set for us.
I always try to have a certain guideline. So all of these movies are like standalone movies that aren't part of a different franchise or whatever, right? So for the most part, but we kind of broke that with Cowboy Bebop, the movie, because it's so good. And
also known as Cowboy Bebop. Knocking on Heaven's Door.
Yes. and I mean, it is its own standalone movie, but we could also say that about Naruto movies and Dragon Ball Z movies, but but we also just had a preference over this one.
Also, there's only one Cowboy Bebop movie.
That's also true.
Not like 20 of them that are completely inconsequential. You know what I mean? This was like an extension. You know what I mean? This is Watanabe wanting to like expand and build on the original series. You know what I mean? Which was already conceived as almost a series of like small films. Yeah. Like if you watch Cowboy Bebop, like every episode, you know what I mean, almost plays out like its own little small movie. Yeah. They're all connected, obviously. You're following a plot line, but like they're all very different each episode. You know what I mean? Like, and it's very episodic, and this really just feels like another episode.
Just to cap everything off.
Yeah, but like, you know, there was a lot of work put into this, you know, to make it like accessible to newcomers to the series as well, so that people could watch something like this, kind of understand what's going on, get the gist of it, and still have a good time. You know, even if it's just from enjoying the visuals, which are still fucking incredible, and the music, which is still fucking incredible. Basically, all of the praise that you will dump onto Cowboy Bebop transfers here.
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah. I mean, and here's the other thing. If you don't like this, you don't have taste. I'm just kidding. Am I?
I mean, listen,
Okay,
like if you want to compare it to like the actual show, like the series, like it's obviously not as good.
No.
You know what I mean? But like, but compared to like the other movies that came out through the 2000s, compared to like most other anime, it being Cowboy Bebop just makes it better than so many other things, in my opinion. You know, maybe it's just because I feel so I think so highly of Bebop, but like it's just, I don't know, it's phenomenal.
You know what it is? It's just the tonal like qualities of Cowboy Bebop that you didn't really see a lot of in other animes. That kind of noir detective feel.
Yeah.
Right. I mean, granted, yeah, there was like in the shows, there's like some of those like slapsticky moments, right?
Yeah.
But if you take that away, the story's amazing. It's very, very detective noir, very, very like almost too mature for itself in some ways. I don't know how to explain it. Everything I'm just saying right now just doesn't make any sense, but there is a point to what I'm trying to say. But right, but it just doesn't come across that way because they add the extra bit of like slapstick. Right, those comedic reliefs that anime does.
But then they also, like, you know, in Cowboy Bebop fashion, they throw you an extra babe into the mix. With Elektra, and it's like, oh shit, Faye.
Yeah. Well, who
shaking in your boots?
Yeah. Who you picking, Elektra or Faye?
Well, Faye, just because of like we go way back. You know what I mean? Like she's the OG. But like fucking man, Elektra's design was nice, dude. I was a fan.
She was very nice. And also, I mean, we're big. Well, I am. I'm a big music nerd, so the jazz sometimes and like that kind of
it just hits. So
it
good,
hits.
man.
So
it mixes
good.
so well with the mixes so well with the combat and the detective vibes and just totally fucking into it. So
this, you know what? This is what it is. If the 70s wanted to make an anime in 2000s.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
This is it.
In space.
In space. In space.
That's the key.
That's the key.
All right.
All right.
Next up.
Ooh.
Oh, baby.
Oh, baby. Okay, so
Red Line.
we made an episode on Red Line. The story is whatever.
This was an early episode for us.
Yeah, it really was.
This isn't about the story.
No, it's about the visuals.
The story's okay.
Yeah, and
it's
like,
a race.
It's a race, and then like
and it's
boy
touching.
likes girl, like girl like boy, like
and
underdogs.
they push each other to overcome some personal shortcomings or flaws or whatever, and they overcome a lot together. It's a touching story, man. I think it's a
little
story.
bit, but like what it is you need to watch this thing fucking stoned out of your mind. Like I'm telling you, the visuals on this thing.
No, you're right, dude. Obviously,
like this thing is like okay. Even if you watch this sober, like it is so vibrant.
Yeah,
it is so vibrant. It is so like even the motion sequences when they're going so fast in the cars and things like that, or even the crash scenes. It's just absolutely wild, and like it just you can feel each impact, and not to mention also the character designs are super weird. So if like we mentioned this in our on our episode of this, where like it has a very tank girl feel to it.
Some of them, absolutely,
some of them.
Yeah, for sure. There's like a bunch of weird alien creatures you get introduced to right at the beginning.
Yes,
and you realize, oh wow, this is like very sci-fi. Very tank girl, very kind of Star Wars as well.
Yes.
But it's just it's an eyegasm. Like
it really is.
You're just gonna look at this thing and just be jaw open at like the fact that this was made by hand.
Yes,
over 100,000 hand-drawn frames, folks.
Yes,
100,000.
So if you have been listening to us, you guys know how much we appreciate fucking hand-drawn anime.
100,000 frames,
and it took what, like 10 years to make or something like that.
7 years.
7 years, and it was just I can't remember the artist's name, but he essentially just made this from front to back because he was never a director. And so he decided that he wanted to direct too and make a movie. And it was just pretty much him splurging all over this.
Yeah.
And
it's Takeshi Koike.
Yes.
Yeah.
And he fucking splurged real good. And I swear to God, it is the best splurge of life.
It really is.
Yeah. You get like this grease, and you get like your, typical greaser, like fucking
hot rod
racer. But like, I mean, it's fucking cool.
Like if you're into cars or racing, this will be your anime Bible. If you're not into cars or racing, just watch this and appreciate the art, honestly, because it's one of the most artistically incredible experiences you can have.
100%.
It's actually, I would say it's arguably very hard to beat from a visual standpoint. The only thing that I would say maybe comes close is our next choice.
Oh my God, yeah.
Okay.
Which
is actually from the year 2000. Okay, so we're actually getting some like 90s leak over.
But this animator,
Vampire Hunter D Bloodlust, guys, is this pick that I had to include because this is one of the best visual things that exists, period. Any medium, painting, comic book, show, whatever the fuck.
We were actually like gawking over this pick off camera before we even got on. Same artist that did Ninja Scroll, Highlander, the animation or anime.
Yeah, I mean, it was produced by Madhouse, guys.
Yeah, so, but it's like, how can I explain this? There are frames and lighting sequences that are hand drawn that are so smooth that it's just again, it's the really tiny details in this. Okay, so like Redline, the other one before, absolute splurge of color, right? And it's just a feast for the eyes. It's like a buffet, right? Where this is like fine dining, right? You don't get a lot. You don't get a lot there, but what you do get is so fucking good, right? Like because it's Vampire Hunter D. If you know the story, like it's going to be a very drab and dark sceneries, right? Yeah. You're going to have very much so like even in the castles, like again, like kind of dilapidated, but some of the details in that, even just the way somebody moves their face with the lighting, is fucking awesome.
Yeah, absolutely. The lighting is like really spectacular.
Yeah, and facial expressions when they do the close-ups,
incredible. And it's one of those movies that you just pause at any given time and you put that shit in a gallery because every single frame is an absolute fucking masterpiece. And it's you're right, dude. It's like the style that they chose and like their execution. It's just perfect because it's the goth aesthetic that is so present, but like they don't skimp on the detail in all of the scenery, in the costumes, in the facial structure, and all these different things. And that's, I think, imperative to Gothic art.
Oh yeah,
is a lot of high detail, a lot of like really intricate sculpture or architecture or fashion, flourishes.
Flourishes are like huge, right? Like especially like a mantle would have a lot of decorative flourishes.
Absolutely,
and stuff
like I think that's key to getting like the Gothic aesthetic really, really down, and this just fucking nails it. But then it also does so in like this really wild sci-fi Japanese way.
Yeah.
That is so unique, dude.
Yeah, I know. It's hard to describe it too because it is sci-fi, but I don't consider this sci-fi.
It's like what I mean? Fantasy, sci-fi. Parts of it feel Western at times. Like it's fucking insane.
Yeah, it's like
you have to watch this
weird amalgamation of like cyberpunk too, right? Like it's just it's so
maybe that's the Japanese part that I'm saying. Yeah.
Right, because like some of the bikes and some of the weapons and like even like how some of the characters are, but like it's like you have like cyberpunk kind of like esque like goons, and then you have like these Gothic vampires, right? And the juxtaposition of that is so strange, but at the same time just blends so well.
It's the Vampire Hunter D series, huge series, guys, based off of books as well. So if you're more into books, Hideyuki Kikuchi wrote the books. This is based off of the third of those books. And of course, there is the original Vampire Hunter D film from back in the 80s, also worth checking out. But this, guys, this is the masterpiece.
Yeah, we're going to do an episode on this because we really like this one.
Yeah, it's fucking incredible.
Because, again, like I said, there's not a lot going on that actually happens in the movie. right? There's a lot of really cool drawn out scenes, but it's just so good. It's just so good.
All right.
Yeah.
Next up.
Ooh, Howl's Moving Castle.
Yeah, we're in the fucking
Ghibli
top 3 now, folks. Into the
really?
top 3. Yeah.
So we're in the top 3 already?
Yeah, dude.
Holy shit.
We're flying, baby.
Yeah, we're flying. So if you can fly your hand to your mouse to subscribe.
Yeah.
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 Yeah. If you can like and subscribe,
Please.
and help us out, maybe tell a friend or
Give us a rating.
Give us a rating on
That'd be
wherever you
nice.
get your podcast.
Yep.
Right. Just let Jordy know that he's not the star of the show.
Oh, share it in your Discord.
Yes.
Join our Discord,
Yes.
while you're at it.
Mm-hmm.
It's in the link. It's in the links below.
Yes.
Right.
I'm pretty sure. I don't know. You guys make the descriptions.
I'm
for
pretty
the
sure
things.
it is. If it's not, I'll put it there.
I just edit.
We're not perfect, guys. Okay.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm pretty close.
Yeah. They think we are.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. They know that.
Yeah.
They know that. I know
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
I know that they know that. That they know that I know.
I know you
that
know they know that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Anyways, thank you guys. We love you so
Yes.
much for supporting us.
Yes.
Everything helps, honestly. So thank you.
Yes. And also being on this weird and crazy journey we're on. Like, this is what going to be episode 87, 88 or
89 or something like that.
89,
We
yeah.
just put out 88.
Okay.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
89.
I think it'll be
That's crazy,
89.
man.
I know.
Right? Like, we haven't. Like, I didn't know how long this was going to go. I knew it was going to go for a while, but when I actually put the math to it,
We're approaching the century mark, bro.
yeah, like the 100 episode mark.
100 episodes.
Yeah, we're like going to be 10 episodes away after.
We'll actually technically be like 102, won't we, or something? Because we got a few 0.5s in there
Yeah,
for the Anime North and stuff.
yeah, that's true.
But still,
Our OVAs or
but
whatever.
actual episodes.
Actual
We're
episodes.
approaching 100, and that's
Yeah.
fucking nutty.
Yeah, and in the fucking TV series world, like that's when you can sell your series to other fucking broadcasts or like stations.
Hey, if there are any podcast networks out there that are looking to pick up an anime podcast
Yeah.
and want to do all the heavy lifting for us while we just skate by
Yes.
and do all the easy stuff, let us know. We're taking applications.
Maybe superimpose some of our early episodes
Oh, Jesus.
of us in like a different area because
No, dude. You got people like that. People want to
Yeah, they
see where we came from. Man. They want to see that journey, that glow up.
the glow up.
People
from, like,
love a glow up.
Yeah, from the macrame on the wall and and the pseudo office and.
Hell yeah, dude.
But anyway, back on track. So we are doing Howl's Moving Castle at number 3.
Yeah, I mean, the top 3 is hard to order, I think.
Yeah.
I think you're going to get, a lot of people having different feelings on everything. I feel pretty okay with it.
I feel like this kind of, the way that we ordered it kind of had to be this way.
Yeah,
'Cause, like-
yeah, I'm okay with it.
Yeah.
I'm okay with it. Howl's Moving Castle, though, is God, really a fucking standout, I think, in Ghibli's catalog. It's got to be top 5 for me from them. Just visually fucking spectacular. Right up there with just
Yeah.
about anything else visually. And
Because I
then-
feel like this one is like Castle in the Sky, but better.
yeah.
Right?
Yes.
You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
Castle in the Sky 2.0, but with also some add-ons.
Yeah, and just some really iconic characters that have really stood the test of time.
I mean, Howl?
Calcifer.
Calcifer too,
Everybody
yeah.
loves Calcifer. But yeah, like,
Howl is Bay.
I was gonna say, yeah, like a total hottie. Problematic as fuck though.
Oh yeah, but most of these guys are.
Every Ghibli movie's got a guy with some problems for sure. But
Yeah.
yeah, Howl might be one of the worst ones.
Yeah.
But yeah, super hot. Doesn't matter.
But somebody always likes a good, I'm gonna fix that guy kind of
For sure.
story.
For
right?
sure. This one also though, like, really interesting, thought-provoking story dealing with a lot of like heavy themes. And
A lot about remembering your mortality.
yeah,
Right.
yeah. A lot with just like dealing with love and what it means to show that and what it means to lose that, or
and what that looks like. I think everybody, like even in our regular world, it's always hard to understand what love looks like, right? Because we always have an idea in our head, whether it be like kind of infatuated or inflated by media and Disney or whatever. And so because of that, it always looks different for everyone, and I guess that's why they kind of have the love language thing too.
Sure.
Right? But and so it's like trying to navigate all of that.
Yeah. And this touches on a lot of, those notes and also leaves certain things up for interpretation, which is really interesting. And it's one of those kinds of movies that you'll watch it and you're going to want to probably get on the internet and talk to some people about it, and you're going to have some opinions, and you're going to find some things are contested, and it's just a good movie to kind of debate over and to talk about. And I'm really excited to do an episode on it soon, I hope.
Yeah, eventually. We're definitely going to try to do all the Ghibli movies at one point.
Yeah.
But
I don't want to spoil any of it. But
I would be really surprised like how many people haven't watched this movie, because Ghibli stuff is just so popular.
If you're a Ghibli fan, you've seen it for sure.
Yeah.
But like, I wouldn't say it's as household name as like Ponyo or Spirited Away or Mononoke or anything like that. Like I think you got to either be an anime fan or a Ghibli fan to have seen this one. But if you are, you've fucking seen this.
Yeah. Yeah.
And if you haven't,
what the fuck are you doing?
What the hell? Come on.
The fuck are you doing, guys?
Come on. Come on, bud.
Come on, bud.
All right. That's a good top 3 choice, I think. Howl's Moving Castle, Studio Ghibli, killing it, this fucking list. Next up.
Yeah. Okay.
Paprika.
Paprikash. Okay, so obviously
not from Mamoru Hosoda. No. Let me get that out of the way.
Yeah, this is Satoshi Kon again.
Yeah, who I like.
Yeah, so
I'm a big fan of.
So Paprika is a fucking mind melting. Again, it's like, so I can't remember whether it was Inception or Paprika derived influence from Inception or the other way around, but I'm pretty sure.
No, this definitely came before Inception.
Yeah, that's what I thought, right? Yeah. So
2006.
So Inception, because I think I remember saying that to you on another episode. My mind's everywhere today, guys. It's late. I'm tired. And I've got a lot of moving to do. As you can
cut them some slack, guys.
Yeah, as you can see, if you're watching, all the fucking figures on these tables right now, and I have like way more that need to get packed. But anyway, yes, this literally influenced Inception, right? This is the reason why Inception exists.
Yeah, you're going into people's dreams in this.
Yes, and you're just jumping into dream state after dream state after dream state, and the way that they do that is so visually fucked up, right? Like
the DC Mini.
Yeah. Right? And it's just so wild. And you know what? It's funny too, because like a lot of the movies on this list are so visually appealing.
Totally. Dude.
Right? But this one I think is way more cerebral in the sense that it's visually appealing, because like Red Line, you can see what's happening and it makes sense. I mean,
they exaggerate it.
But it's happening. Like the most part, like physics and the general idea is there.
Yeah.
Right. Vampire Hunter D, same thing. You know, everything, all the physics and whatnot are still there. This has zero physics.
Yeah.
This fucking no gravity.
Yeah.
This is things where like faces are peeling off and like you're jumping through
totally
weird,
unhinged.
Absolutely unhinged visuals, which is really cool. Also, just a very cool story.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So, honestly,
a lot of cool twists and turns. Satoshi Kon definitely knows how to fucking put a film together.
Yeah, I really don't think he's made anything that I disliked.
Yeah. Yeah, not like Mamoru Hosoda, who I hate. Yeah. I'm not letting me live that down.
Yeah, there you go.
There we go. I'll do it for you guys. All right.
So yeah, definitely go watch Paprika.
Yeah,
if you haven't,
excellent way to fucking kill 90 minutes.
Yes.
Highly recommend. But also like watch Perfect Blue first.
Yeah, oh my god, if you haven't watched Perfect Blue.
Priorities, people.
Yeah, priorities. Satoshi Kon, Perfect Blue, then Paprika, then Millennial Actress.
Or Tokyo Godfathers, whatever, if you're close to Christmas.
If you're close to Christmas, Tokyo Godfathers, yeah.
But yeah, fucking stellar, man. Yeah. Love Paprika.
And obviously for number one, for the 2000s
We're back
anime
to Ghibli.
list. I mean, I don't think anybody can really argue this. I would be really hard pressed if somebody could argue a number one spot. So obviously we picked Spirited Away, right? Because this is a feast for the eyes. The fucking animation, the story, all the different kind of yokais that they put into it, all the mythology, the folklore, like it's just so fucking good.
Yep.
Yeah. And like I don't think you can make a movie that was better than this. Like any of the franchise movies, like Naruto or Bleach or whatever that came out during this time, like it doesn't even hold a candlelight to this.
No, this won an Oscar.
Like literally, guys, it won an Oscar. An Oscar.
This won Best Animated Feature at the 75th Academy Awards.
Yeah.
Bitches.
Yeah.
This is undeniably one of the greatest animated films of all time. Full stop. Period. End of story. Like it's absolutely, undeniably a classic masterpiece. I don't know how many more hyperbolic words I can throw at this movie so you guys can understand. Like, this is quintessential. This is irreplaceable. This is the pinnacle.
This is hyperbolically hyperbolic.
Yeah. You like that word, eh? Yeah.
I don't know. I just wanted to say it.
No, but honestly, I can't, I can't say enough amazing things. Can you really think
of anything that came out in the 2000s, a standalone movie that beats this?
I have a hard time picking any decade.
Yeah, I mean, the only one that I can really think of would be in the 88.
1988.
Yeah, Akira. Well, I mean, Akira and
Perfect Blue.
Perfect Blue.
Ghost in the Shell.
Ghost in the Shell. I wouldn't even put Ninja Scroll in that because that's just like hyper violence, like, gratuitous. But as far as like animation and story goes,
yeah.
Like this is
transcendent though, right? Because like obviously I think if you're thinking in the realm of like just anime and like anime movies for anime nerds, they're gonna think to all those same ones you just listed off as well. But like I'm sure there are a lot of people who don't watch anime or don't consume a lot of anime who would still say this is their favorite movie ever.
Yeah, I mean like
Jordy, non-anime fans adore this movie.
Yeah. Well, this is one of the few movies that Jordy, anime movies, or anime in general, Jordy had watched before he and I started talking about anime.
Yeah, and his daughter loves it too.
Yeah.
Yeah,
right?
Super adorable.
Yeah. I mean, best scene in the whole thing is when she like trips a little bit and runs down the flight of stairs and smacks her face.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. It's a good one. I actually remember the first time I ever watched this movie was I was actually in university.
Uh-huh.
I came into Ghibli way late. I did not grow up with Ghibli, but... I actually, funny story. I was partaking in some The Devil's Lettuce,
the wacky tobacco guys,
before watching this one. Yeah. And I may have overdone it, and I ended up needing to take a nap, and I took a nap, and I woke up, and this was like in the middle of the movie, and I woke up in just like a total daze, definitely still feeling the influence of the devil. Yeah. And I was just met with the insanity that this movie is once it gets going. Oh, because once this movie gets going, it's fucking going. Balls to the wall. If you weren't following along from the beginning, if you just get dropped into the middle of Spirited Away, it will melt your brain. Yeah. And it melted my brain. Yeah. I had to leave the room a few times before the movie was over because I was just like, what the fuck am I watching?
Well, I mean,
what's going on?
Seeing Yubaba's face for the first time.
That was definitely a big part of it, dude. Or when Haku gets fucking attacked and all cut up and shit, that was scary, man. Like I was like very fucked up. But it was an experience and it kind of left this mark on me ever since then as just being this like really like like spiritual experience, you know. It's called Spirited Away.
Yeah,
you know,
it's awakening for you.
No, yeah, it was just like this wild, like fucking trip of a movie to watch, and then of course going back and watching it with like a clear head, and just appreciating it in a whole new way. So really, what I'm trying to get at is, no matter what state of mind you're in, this movie is a fucking masterpiece.
So what Dre is actually saying is, go watch this thing fucking high.
Yeah, Mikey said that.
And overdone.
Mikey said that.
Overbaked.
Jay didn't.
Jay didn't.
But no, I fucking adore this movie. You know, again, just really classic, timeless characters out of Ghibli. Maybe some of the most timeless and classic. And you know, just another one of those movies, man, that every time I think about it, every time I watch it, anytime I watch anything Ghibli, I'm just like, do not make this live action ever.
I know.
Ever. I know the temptation to all those money grubbing, suit wearing pieces of shit at Disney must be just overwhelming for them to not just do that. But oh my God, I will leave the fucking planet if they start adapting his movies into live action.
Oh, dude, I would burn Disney. I mean, Disney is kind of like a necessary evil, but yeah,
don't touch this.
You know what, guys? I've said it before. You guys, if you've been listening, I've said it before many, many times. Live action anime just doesn't work. It just doesn't.
Yeah.
Like, I know even like One Piece is coming out, and they've got like, you know, a very diverse cast that actually matches the ethnicity of the characters in One Piece, which is great. But I don't expect anything good from it, right? Like, again, even with Rurouni Kenshin, they had to change it a little bit to be a bit darker and make it more of a period piece. Yeah. Right? Which made it work. But just don't. Guys.
It doesn't translate. It really doesn't.
Yeah, it just don't. There's just a charm to it that just cannot be captured in live action.
You're never going to add anything to it by taking it to live action that the animation's not doing, especially at this level. Yeah. The animation is doing far more than live action could ever do.
Oh, yeah.
So always. Don't even try. Don't even try. You're wasting your time.
The other thing I will say, though, is apparently, I haven't seen it, but the musicals or like Broadway kind of plays do a good job.
Sure.
Yeah. So
that to me though would feel different enough.
Yeah. So
you know what I mean?
Because everything does look a little bit obviously different because it's not live action, but it's like almost you're watching a live action puppetry.
Yeah.
Almost of the movie.
Yeah.
Right. Like right. But which I kind of appreciate, but it's just more like, hey, you know, if you like this and you just want a little bit more and want to watch it again, you know, that's kind of a cool another way to watch it.
Yeah. That's like, to me, feels like, you know, just like a cute adaptation of the thing or like a different way to see it. It feels different enough, separate enough. It feels enough like an adaptation as opposed to something that's trying to replicate.
Yeah.
The original or you know, outright replace the original or something in like the public's mind.
Like if any of you fuckers remember fucking the Attack on Titan movies, like those were god awful,
terrible. Yeah, really hard to watch.
Yeah,
but those also just went off the rails story wise and didn't follow the manga story whatsoever. It's just weird.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, this one is not one that ever needs to be touched. You know, I think it's going to last forever. It'll stay in the zeitgeist forever.
Yeah, it's a household name at this point, right? Like H&M and like other like mainstream like stores and Hot Topic, like they all have these. Well, Hot Topic's a little bit different because they do go on, a little bit more on everything, right? So, and they're, you know, geared towards their demographic is fucking teenagers. Yeah. But these like this, like you would find in like stores that adults actually would shop at.
Oh yeah. There's been like a lot of really high fashion brands that have collaborated with Ghibli and done Spirited Away collabs and stuff. And yeah, there are garments of fashion within the fashion world out there that cost tens of thousands of dollars, and they are collabs with Studio Ghibli and Spirited Away. So it's like, yeah, whatever your interest is, this is gonna creep up on you. This movie, it will find you.
And if you haven't watched this,
it'll command your attention.
Yeah. What the fuck are you guys doing?
Another one. Yeah, we could say that about this whole list.
Yeah, I guess
to be
that's
honest,
true.
though. I mean,
yeah, but you know what though? I mean, anybody
the whole list. If you haven't watched this whole list, what are you doing?
Actually, that is true. Not the whole list. Not the whole list.
I just read through the whole list.
Because Interstellar 5555, I would give them a pass.
Go watch it though.
Yeah, go watch it. But it's like it is a very obscure anime.
But if they knew about it prior to this and hadn't watched it yet,
oh, okay.
What are you doing?
Yeah, that's true.
If you just found out about it, we forgive you. But now go watch it.
Yes.
But if you
no, even that, I would still give Interstellar 5555 a pass because
why?
Only because not everybody musically are into Daft Punk.
They should be.
Well, yes, I agree with that statement.
Good.
but
we agree then.
Yeah, but
we agree fully.
Yeah, we agree fully. but that being said, right, or maybe a little bit too young to have seen Daft Punk in those heydays, right?
Yeah.
But yeah. So I would give that one a pass. Everything else, you guys fucked up if you haven't seen it.
All right, folks.
Yes.
That fucking wraps it up.
Okay.
Like the badasses we are, another decade down.
Mm-hmm.
That's shows and movies now.
Yes.
I look forward to finding out how we pissed everybody off this time.
Yes, and like our lists, if they're, and let us know. Like, honestly, I would really like to know if there's anybody that can really argue, like, Spirited Away. I really want to know if somebody can argue Spirited Away. Like, if there's another movie, it has to be within the same decade. You know, that they can argue is better than this.
Yeah, and it'd be interesting to see the choice not be one of the other in our top three.
Oh, that too. That too.
It'd be interesting to see people not pick Howl's Moving Castle or Paprika and then come up with something.
Yeah.
Maybe they think Vampire Hunter D is the best.
I would be very surprised because
that's like an edgelord pick. You can't appreciate anything outside of like edgy, dark, violent shit.
Yeah, unless you're just like fucking art nerds like us. That's the other thing too.
Yeah, but if you're an art nerd, you appreciate Spirited Away as well. Like,
that's
what do you
true.
mean? Like,
that is very true.
That it stands up visually with every other thing on this list.
It's true. That's true too.
But yeah, no. Yeah. Either way, I think you guys should watch this entire list. Mm-hmm. And, you know, of course, guys, we've got 5 minutes-ish. We're giving ourselves 5 minutes-ish each to talk about these titles. Mm-hmm. We can't really get into every reason we love these.
And why you should or,
there's just not enough time in a podcast. I hope we get to do full episodes on everything we've ever put on a list, ever on any of these list episodes.
Yes, we have. Like we did Spirited Away.
Yeah, and we'll go deep. We'll go very deep. You want to know why we love them? Go watch those episodes.
Yes.
But we got a few minutes here, so we're trying to just give you the gist, give you some interesting points. Mm-hmm. So, yeah, guys, just, try and enjoy the list and not take it too seriously.
Yeah, God, sometimes these lists are such a relaxing, low-key episodes where I just don't get my blood boiling as much when fucking Jordy's not here.
It's so weird because
chill
because we have so much fun with them, but then we piss people off. I think with them the most. Yeah. When we're just chilling and having a good time, people get upset.
Yeah, it's true. Anyway, love you guys. Okay, Jay, where can people find you?
I'll be poking around the Discord here and there. But yeah.
Very
nice.
You'll
find me here on Wednesdays.
Yeah. Hey, you guys can find me on the Discord and on TikTok at Shmanime Pod. Love you guys. See you guys next week.
See you soon.
Bye.